Hello everyone, myself Professor Shamal Patil. Welcome to Management Accounting class. In today's class, we will be studying the next tools of financial analysis, that is common size financial analysis and trend analysis. Okay, here you can see there are total 6 different tools of financial analysis which we are going to study in management accounting subject. Okay, in that first one is comparative financial statements analysis, which we have already studied in detail. Okay, in today's class we are going to study the theoretical part of common size financial statements analysis and trend analysis. Okay, and the remaining tools we will be studying in subsequent units of management accounting. Okay, now let us begin with the common size financial statements analysis. The comparative financial statements fails to show changes in relation to the total assets and liabilities in case of the balance sheet and sales in case of income statement. And therefore, this limitation of comparative financial statement is eliminated by common size financial statement. So how this limitation we can eliminate, that we will understand when we solve the problems on common size financial statements. Before that, let us understand the meaning of common size financial statement analysis. The common size financial statements are those statements in which the items of financial statements are converted into percentages taking some common base, that is, either it may be sales or assets and liabilities in case of balance sheet. Okay, and therefore these statements are also called as component percentage statement or 100% statement, which means that when you prepare the income statement, all the items of the income statement will be expressed in the as compared to the sales. Okay, so here the sales will be common base, and based on this the all the items of the income statement will be expressed in the form of percentage. Okay, now for example, say if you want to find out the percentages of marketing expenses, in such cases those marketing expenses will be calculated taking the net sales as the base and the percentage will be calculated. Now for example, say marketing expenses divided by net sales into 100, you will get the percentage of marketing expenses, which means the portion of marketing expenses in sales. Okay, same is the case with the balance sheet. And these are the two types of common size financial statements. First one is common size income statement and second one is common size balance sheet. Now what do you mean by common size income statement? In the common size income statement, the net sales is taken to be 100% and other items are expressed as a percentage to the net sales. And the formula to calculate the percentage of common size income statement is constant item of income statement divided by net sales into 100. Okay, in our example here the marketing expenses will be constant item of income statement, so the formula will be like this: marketing expenses divided by net sales into 100, you will get the percentages of marketing expenses. Okay, the next one is common size balance sheet. The common size balance sheet is prepared by taking the total assets or total liabilities as 100% and expressed all other items as percentage of this total. and the formula is concerned item of balance sheet divided by total assets in case you are calculating the percentage of asset side, or else total liabilities in case of the liability side, okay, into 100. Now for example, say here if you want to find out the percentage of current asset, in such case the formula will be current assets divided by total assets into 100, and in case of current liabilities, total of current liabilities divided by total liabilities into 100, you will get the common size balance sheet percentage of current liabilities as well as current asset. In this way, for each and every item of the income statement and balance sheet, the percentage will be calculated by taking total sales and total liabilities as common base, or sales as the common base. Okay. The next tool is trend analysis. Okay. Now what is trend analysis? The meaning of trend analysis is comparison of past data over a period of time is called as trend analysis. Here, more than 2 years will be taken, the amount of items of financial statement of more than 2 years will be taken, and the percentage of those items will be calculated for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, like this, by which we will easily understand what is the trends in the financial position of the business. Trend analysis is nothing but review and appraisal of tendency in terms of financial statements. Okay, trend analysis is also called as trend percentages or trend ratios. Under this method, percentage relationship of each financial statement item of several years with the same item in the base year is calculated. Okay. Now for example, say if you taken as a current assets, then current assets of 4 years will be taken for 2015 to 2019. Okay, and 2015 will be considered as the base year. All other years current asset will be compared with the 2015's amount of current assets, and the percentage will be calculated. Okay, here the 2015 years amount will be taken as 100%, and considering this base year, all other years percentages will be calculated. Okay, here you can check each item of the base year is taken as 100, and then on that basis trend percentage of each item in other years are calculated, and for this purpose either earliest or latest year may be taken as base year. As I said here in our example, I have taken from 2015 to 2019. So you can select either 2015 as your base year or 2019 as your base year. Okay. For this purpose, either, as I said, either latest year or maybe earliest year will be considered as the base year, and this method is horizontal type of analysis of financial statement. Okay, trend analysis is one of the useful tool for management as it condenses large amount of data into simple and comparable percentage. And while calculating percentages, as I said, we have to select the base year, and to select the base year we need to consider the following points. Okay, so which are the following important points we need to be considered? The first one is the base year is selected should be normal and true representative of all other years, which means that here from 2015 to 2019, whatever year we will be selecting as base year, either maybe 2015 or 2019, or sometimes may be selected as one of the middle year as well. In such cases, we have to make sure that any one year which you are going to select as your base year, that year should be representative of all your other years, which means that that base year should have the content of all other years information, which means that whenever you will be selecting the base year, that base year should represent the remaining years. Okay. Next one, the financial statements must be prepared under consistent accounting principles and practices, which means that from 2015 to 2019 there has to be a consistency in accounting principles and accounting practices, then only you can calculate the trained percentage. If every year the accounting principles and accounting practices are getting changed, in such case you cannot use trained percentages to evaluate your financial position. Next one is third point, the figures of financial statements should be adjusted for price level changes as compared to base year. Here sometimes we need to take into consideration the inflation factor to bring down the amount of all other years as compared to the base year. Okay. And the last point is, trained percentage should be studied along with their absolute figures to identify significant changes. Only you cannot use percentages for evaluation of your financial statement. Okay, so the evaluation and interpretation of financial statements will be done along with their amount, absolute figure. Okay, so these are the points which we need to be considered while calculating the trained percentage. Okay, which all points? Selection of base year, and that base year should be normal and true representative of all other years. Next one, the financial statements must be prepared under the consistent accounting principles and practices, which is nothing but there has to be a application of consistency principle in the preparation of financial statements. And the next one, the figures of financial statements should be adjusted for price level changes as compared to base year. And the last one is, trained percentage should be studied along with their absolute figures to identify significant changes. Okay, so these are the two tools which we are going to study in the second unit. In the next class, we will be solving problems on common size financial statement. Okay, thank you.